only the game were as cool as this in the real thing. Imagine Luke Skywalker taking on a ginormous centipede with his spider minions. Anyway. Hey guys, welcome back to the Nintendo Super Power Club Challenge channel, NSPC3 for short. This is Bill, your host. Today we are looking at a arcade classic on the Game Boy called Centipede, and this is card number 45 in the collection. Centipede, as I mentioned, is one of the great arcade classics. It's not quite as popular as Pac-Man or Missile Command or Asteroids or anything like that, but it's still very well known for its time and very fun to this day. If you give it a shot, it's definitely worth your time, and it's very difficult. Any of these arcade classics that you're about to play and look at and think about, they're definitely difficult, and you need skill to get these challenges done. So let's take a look and see why this one's so tough. Alright, so pretty quick challenge, but by no means an easy one. So challenge says, try to finish 10 levels while staying at the very bottom of the screen on, for Pro, Expert level. Alright, so what does that mean? Just flip a difficulty switch and go from there, right? Well, yes and no. So the way it works in this game, novice level, you start at level 1. Okay, makes sense, right? So as you go up in the difficulty levels, you have novice as far as the game goes. You have novice, standard, advanced, and then finally there's expert, which is what we're going to do on pro level. And the higher you start on these difficulty levels, it basically starts you on a higher level in the game. So for instance, if you go to the standard level, it might start you at level 9, level 10, something like that. On the expert level setting, if you pick that, it's going to start you on level 28. Yes, 28. So in order for us to beat the Pro Challenge, we have to get to level 37 and beat it completely. So in other words, when it shows level 38 on the screen, we have beaten the Pro Challenge. So that's what we're after. As far as the challenge itself, it is a standard arcade classic. You just need to destroy all of the Centipede pieces from start to finish and move on. That's it. The levels move very fast. You're either going to complete the levels very quickly or you're going to die very quickly. So let's talk more about it as we get into the challenge here. Here we go. Okay, first things first, keep hitting right on the D-pad until you get to Expert. There you go. You're going to start at level 28, just like this. So the way Centipede works, as I mentioned, by the way, this is the Super Game Boy version. Don't you love having color, right? Pretty cool. So you're going to have this big old centipede at the top of the screen, and you basically have to shoot all the pieces of it and destroy them all before they get to the bottom of the screen. If they do get down there and you cannot avoid them, you are screwed, because remember, in this challenge, you are pinned to the bottom. You cannot move off the bottom row. So right there, I had no choice. Gone, right? I've only got 3 lives, so keep that in mind. This is a very difficult challenge. You have to work quickly, but there is a thing to keep in mind here with points. If you hit 12,000 points, you earn an extra life. And that is critical because, as you're going to see in this video, I did earn an extra life, and it will come in handy here. Alright, so getting to the actual gameplay here, obviously, keep on shooting. Don't ever let your finger off of the pad, off of the trigger, because you never know when an enemy's going to fly right in front of you. You just don't know. One other thing to keep in mind here, you probably noticed on the last round, just because the centipede gets to the bottom of the screen doesn't necessarily mean that you're screwed. It's very possible that they could, just like that, they could go back up top. It just depends what direction they are approaching when they come down. What I like to do for strategy here is create a column and get all of the centipede pieces stuck in that vertical column, and then it makes it much easier to wipe out the entire centipede insect here, just like that. You're going to see that for a couple of the different levels here, and we're approaching an extra life here, believe it or not. We're on level 35, only a few more levels to go. That green piece is going to create little mushroom blocks, so try to take it out as quick as you can. That was unfortunate, but as far as the spider goes, now that we're talking about it, take out the spiders as often as you can, because the higher you get in levels, the more points they're worth, and just like that, I've earned an extra life thanks to the spider piece. So I have one more life to give, basically, before I'm gone. And, ooh, unfortunately, that centipede piece did get us. We're on level 35 right now, I believe. Yes, so I have to complete 3 more levels with 0 lives in order to complete this challenge. By no means easy. What I would also recommend doing for strategy, just because you have the vertical column doesn't necessarily mean it's fait accompli, so to speak. Get the vertical column, get the pieces to come down that column, and then very quickly jiggle the joystick back and forth, jiggle the D-pad back and forth, left and right. It will help you with getting those centipede pieces and totally destroying them, because there's always a chance that they could slip through regardless. Here we are, level 37, last level before completing the Pro Challenge, and just a few more pieces to go. Be very careful. All I can say, sometimes you're going to get this, sometimes you're not. A lot of times this game can come down to luck here, I hate to say it. But it can be done, as you can clearly see. That was a very lucky level for me. Not a whole lot else to talk about. I know this was a very quick video, but you can kind of see very simple or very difficult. Just depends on how the game wants to be. And that's really all I've got to say right now. So we're going to put challenge number 45 for Centipede in the books. Thank you guys very much for watching. We do have some longer challenges up and coming. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.